Hello, I am Anna Duffin, and this is Endless Space Disharmony. This is my fourth LP in this series of Endless Space games, and I am going to be playing my Sheredyn race, the Dust Armada, once again. The reason for this is I want to improve my general strategy in the games and try out a few different tactics and features which I've never tried before. Again, I want to try out carriers and carrier fleets rather than just the odd couple as I did in my last LP, but also fleet formation and the battle cards, something which I have been rather lazy about and not really optimised whatsoever in any of my games. So, we'll go to new game, and the Chosen of Zolia was my Volta's race. The second one is a couple of changes there, but I'll go back to the Dust Armada and modify them, so again we can see what they're like. The main design is masses and masses of dust income. So we take dust bonuses on the system with the businessman, a headhunter for the pilots, which will be vital for early game strategy, optimal structure for more tonnage on all ships, allowing more weapons and defences, optimistic for additional happiness means more taxes, which means more money. Scientists is more science to vastly boost the science income. I then take the standard sloppy sawbones for cost on healing, defensive weakness on systems because everything's going to get invaded in 5 turns anyway, eternal war because I always go to war, dust impaired because I never use any abilities from a hero. I probably should, some of them are ridiculously powerful, but I generally find a pilot hero is fine regardless. And anarchists. This is a significant downside. 2 command points lower really weakens me in the early game. But what I have to do is focus on getting increased fleet sizes early, because late game, with the reduction in the command point of the dreadnoughts on the capital ships of the Sheredyn, it means that they can have 7 dreadnoughts in a single fleet with this faction trait, compared to a minuscule 5 of the others. So, I'll accept them. This time I'm going to go for Twin-elliptical, so it's 2 galaxies colliding, merging, blah blah blah, and the centre contains lots of stars, which will be interesting. 8 empires, large, age will be random, advanced I will reset to default, pretty randomised there, few average, and go to here, because I believe I did change a couple of these in my last game, because I was trying out things. Yes, I disabled all the time length ones, leaving only the the supremacy victory, because you can control perfectly when you're going to complete that. No timers, no pirates, lots of exploration events. Excellent. Game speed is fast, and not speed things up again. And difficulty is the hardest one, endless. So I'll leave all my opponents random and begin the game. So, beginning at Virgo. Few little areas where so one far corner, interesting, and let's go to here because we want to get science as quickly as possible. So we can boost it up to 15 dust per turn. One thing I did try playing around with was starting with dust load on the home system. The problem is this would slow my fleets, and see they only move at 4, so it's essentially a 25% speed reduction, which is not fun. And I think it would, rather than taking 3 turns, it would actually take 4 to reach that system. How many is up? 1, 2, 3. Yes, so it would actually take 4 turns to reach that system rather than 3. So it is a significant downside. What heroes we got? Admin Corporate, Corporate Adventurer, and Pilot Corporate. I was kind of worried there I wasn't going to have a pilot. That is good. I think it might be possible not to have a pilot to start with, which would be a serious problem. The first research is always enemy fusion, plants to give the heavy isotope refineries. Nice bonus there. Then additional science with the with this one here. What is it? Yeah, public-private partnerships. Then food, which improves the default food exploitation on planets, and then status improvement for lots more dust. That's how I normally set things up and go from there. It is possible to figure out who you're fighting against the initial score. I don't know who I'm fighting, but I know I am fighting someone else who has no starting tech. All the others, because their score is higher, they have starting tech. Unfortunately, I can't remember who has what. There's something I've never really liked is starting tech in this game. Again, it's something which would be quite nice, like maybe starting with Arid or Barren to start off. That would be one of these two texts towards the bottom, if I select the right window. So Arid or Tundra. That's Tundra. Barren is... where's Barren? Oh, right over there, goodness. Get my terminology mixed up. Virgo has completed. I forgot to exploit it though. That was a mistake. Good, so the solar farm has been found. And no hero. And I can now get a hero. I forgot to get one. On turn 2. Goodness. I have GLaDOS. An Oliga has been found. Ah. That system has colonization specs. This is good. Loads of happiness there. Boost my taxes to ridiculous levels. Good, isolation fields. Put that there. And probably go for a colony ship fairly early. The reason I haven't gone for an early colonisation tech is, although it'd be quite nice to get a new colony, say, there quickly, I also quite like using my ship as a secondary scout. No hero fleets. Let's move towards there. Doing okay there, and probably go towards the military tax a bit. Isolation shields, good. And everyone's suddenly happy with me. One thing which you do learn when playing Harmony is that content is fine. You don't need to play fervent. Fervent and ecstatic. Yes, it will increase your science a little bit and your production a bit, but not considerably. A bit concerned there's not many planets in good colonization of me though. There's a tundra and a couple of arids, I guess. There's a little Terran. Xenology. Okay, go for Xenology, then I would like Arid, Tundra, and then get the defences. So I'd quite like a colony ship next. It costs a couple hundred just to buy out, so I'd rather not do that. But I will do it if need be. Andromeda, that is a nice system. Lots of pretty good sized planets. And there is actually pretty much all there is. Okay. Well, I say I was leveled up. I won't be upgrading GLaDOS just yet, due to the fact that it will cost more upkeep, and being a pilot won't be pretty that useful anyway. Ideally, I want to take every planet in this system. And my colony's 197 to buy out. That's quite expensive. I will leave my scout protecting the Andromeda system there, while I colonise Phagis. Colonised, good. Alien grafting to increase growth, then heavy isotopes, fabrication, xenotourism. And I would like to buy out a colony ship. My next target is actually going to be the Ubella system for the farm, the solar farm, I believe. So that fleet's likely to take offence to me. I could go for the medium tundra with the Cyberflora. It is a better system, I'll go there. Research complete, good. And now working on a couple of the weapons tech, so basic missiles and missile defense, basic lasers and laser defense. We start off with kinetic and kinetic defense. Could really do with buying that out. I'm working on that. What's my income like? I can't really push it any higher. How's the happiness looking? Good. Brilliant. So mutated flora would be a nice boost to population, but is only a tiny planet. Ubella will be more useful to start with. Colonize Andromeda. Like to exploit it for growth, then heavy isotopes, then xenotourism, public-private partnerships, and then sustainable farms. GLaDOS AI is level 3, and level 6 before I can go to war. I tried level 5 and it backfired hideously in my Volters video. Probably just build a little bit here. But honestly, I want another colony ship. Specialised isotopes is good. And at the moment, what's my maximum fleet size? 3. Should really get one of these. Though that's a big aim. Get invasive infrastructure. Hyperion would be nice. Increasing science would be nice. I think, though, I'll go for these guys. Increase my fleet size up. That's a couple of command points each one. I'll decrease by 3. It's actually slightly quicker to get to. Yeah, I think I will go here and here, because that pushes me closer to this tech, which is a lot of extra happiness and food production, and more towards that one. Whereas these do push me towards the next tech of weaponry, but tech 1 is okay for now. I hope. Whereas Virgo has quite low food production at the moment. Yeah, anyway, next turn. It's not very useful. The systems aren't that great. A couple of nice ones. Andromeda's really good. I'm likely to lose that. And now, how's my expansion disapproval doing? -21. I'll let the fleet past by accidentally shooting at it. Whoops. Okay, I think I'll just barrier this and then let it past. That was dumb. Yeah, blockade, let it move. Yeah, if I hadn't done that, and if I wasn't at war, then I could probably speak to the Amoeba or the Sowers, whichever they are, and say, hello, yes, we're friends. But no, I accidentally shot the Sowers. Alien grafting, good. Then isotopes, science, dust, food. 10. So yes, they have a fleet size of 8, I have a fleet size of 3. Even if I have very good ships, they will end up ripping me apart. So buy out Virgo, and then I'm just going to let the system grow for a bit. I think into science to start with. Get some of these techs up. Things like additional speed would be very handy. Use blockade there for now. And do I go to Micah or Uva? I think Uva, because it's got a lot of nice food population there. Explorer has arrived. I think I will go tactics to try and do some damage to this thing. My ship is weaker than it. They're meant to all start the same. Interesting. Good grief. That backfired terribly. I wonder why they're so much stronger than me. I guess they could have upgraded their explorers. No reason they wouldn't. Enemy fleet is just another scout. Make my systems happy again, because unhappy systems do have a significant effect. Okay, you've done your stuff, so I'll put you onto science. In fact, I'll put on external exercise stations on you. See how that works. Colonize this system. It's going to take a while. I've had to put all my planets onto science production. Uva's only going to be a small system, so it's quite okay that it does that. I normally go for food production first, but only a couple of systems need to actually be upgraded. Good. Going to work on that final colony ship, get this last system upgraded, and I'll have my own little pocket of space ready and improved for me. And I will get a slightly larger fleet, which is good. And probably... No. Would quite like to go to cruisers. Would make the first war much easier. In fact, production might make that easier, as would... In fact, no, get rid of that. Get repair tools first. Hyperion so I can build them, and then the speed. No, the other way around. 2. That way around. So now get Hyperion, then I can build tools to repair my ships after increase my fleet size. Yes, that will be a good idea. If possible, I'm going to try a defensive wing in the fleet. So that would be three of those ships in the front, which would take the beating of everyone else. I have tried it a long time before and it didn't really work for me. I found they just got nosebreaker down, but it's worth trying again. These sorts of tactics do change their effectiveness. Increase this again. Make all my people content. Huge amounts of expansion disapproval. At minus 30 expansion disapproval on my systems. Goodness. It is significant. It's going to even get worse. It's about 10 per system on endless difficulty. Over 2. And who have I met? I've met the Pilgrims. Hello, Pilgrims. Now, interested as to who's going to go to war with me first. So, the Sowers don't like me. Why don't they like me? Expansion and Wormhole, okay. Everyone else is neutral with me at the moment. But it's likely to be the Sowers who attack me. Fair enough. In fact, it's turn 20, they may go to war with me in a couple of turns. Usually though, the turn 20 war occurs when you have a warp link rather than wormhole. Wormhole makes it a little bit longer, usually because they're only just finding me at this time. At this point, I haven't got space travel via wormholes, applied Casimir. It is something I've been toying with, and that is securing my own backfield before going into applied Casimir. You do really lack exploration information, but it does seem to be working at a reasonable pace. Goodness, expansion disapproval minus 42. Good grief, that is horrific. Good. Fleet's doing nicely there. So, science. Yep, that's good there. Good, core mining is complete. I found... Yes. Hyperium has been found on one planet. Brilliant. So Tritanium and Hyperium. Tritanium was on my homeworld. That is really, really handy. Good, and then I'll be able to get intelligent tools. Yay. So tools will make all my ships better. So now it's going on for the exploitation. For food, when it's nothing left to do. Yeah, it happens, I guess. I could improve it with micromanagement, but honestly, governors are pretty decent. And what they automatically do, when you have multiple systems, they'll colonise between them and move the population between them, which is very handy, particularly for someone like the Harmony, where because of Harmony, get bonuses when a planet is full. You get additional production for that planet. Is all production, so every FIDS, not just industry. Good. Compact fusion reactors is done, which make all my ships a little bit faster. Dust retrieval, very nice. Additional dust per enemy command point destroyed. Very nice little feature, and I'll beeline now straight towards invasive infrastructures for the deployment network. An absolutely colossal dust improvement. 250 dust on star system on every star system. Has a minus 15 dust on improvement, which is a bit of a pain, but it is more than covered by the actual cost. And that reduction can be further reduced by this upkeep. Reduction there, minus 15% upkeep. So that's that there. Could do with expanding my systems out a bit more though. Maybe grabbing desert. Rather than that, grab desert next. How many deserts have I got? I should have one. Barren. Desert with poor soil. That's not good. And desert with meteor strikes. Yeah, desert isn't exactly the best choice. But I am getting supermarkets now. So if I grab that, it'll just increase my production that little bit more. New pilot can be found. Good. I'm going to get rid of probably the admin corporate. Corporate is good for science, dust and trade. Although science and dust is good, I don't get any bonuses to trade. So, goodbye. If I wanted that, I would go for the admin hero. And corporate fleet, it seems that's not much better, to be perfectly honest. I feel that it's that adventure synergizes well with certain heroes like admin and pilots. Things like being able to swap them around more often, or their bonuses to other heroes. But with something like corporate, not such a useful one in my opinion. They're probably things which they're very good at, and I don't know about. Goodness, this system's happy. Andromeda is got there. Be able to now colonise that new system. Things are quiet. Additional dust. Ha! War. Turn 27. Cheapest technology. What is my cheapest technology? In fact, they're all pretty good. So I'd get... so it'd be 65 science. So the Soas have gone to war with me. Okay. That's useful to know. So, new colony ship. So, how much are colony ships? So, a colony ship is about 200 dust. But I own all my little colonies here, so it would just be cross-colonisation, which is a much cheaper event, as in only 55 dust. Okay. I didn't pay attention as to why they declare war on me. Or 65 science. Have a look at my income. So the dust would be about 2 turns worth, the science would be at half a turn's worth. So I'm going to go actually, yeah, for the dust, because I'm going to need fleets and I'm going to be buying out some ships or buying out retrofits. So I'll go for that for now. That will do well there. And I didn't pay attention as to why the Soas went to war. Probably something inane like, I don't know. It's normally ridiculous. Oh yes, same because of war. Oh yes, you you're building up a military, which I have not. But anyway, I think that is a brilliant place to leave off. So the Sowers have gone to war with me. We are at 7th place in score. The Sowers are only a couple higher than us. Unfortunately, that teal player has a score 4 times ours. It's not good. Fids, I am 7th in. Huzzah! Really bad Fids. But do own a nice few population centres. So Andromeda, Virgo, Uva, Phagis, Mica and Ubella. My fleet is the worst, and it is absolutely atrocious. I've not destroyed anything. But of course, no upkeep. And expansion victory is 12%, huzzah. And what is diplomatic status? Sowers hate me. I'm either neutral with me, probably at war with the Sowers, because they've gone up with me. And my hero is level 4, so not really enough to go to war with as of yet. Just going to make the first 2 turns initially. I'm probably going to lose Andromeda, but we'll find out then. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.